Coming in hot. We're already starting with a tornado warning here. Really wish I could get that siren working. There's a lot of hail reports already from the looks of it. But first tornado warning of the stream, and this is in Iowa and parts of Illinois now. This is for Muscatine, Cedar, and Rock Island counties in Iowa and Illinois. This is an observed tornado, by the way. So whatever you're doing over there, hopefully you are in your safe spot if you are watching from that region. Still looking for people to come in, though, right now. Impressive little hook right there. Even though this is really from a kink in a line of storms that's already starting to develop here. So already has significant hail with it as well from the looks of it. And we're probably going to be seeing a lot of this as we get into the evening hours, and we'll watch the damaging wind threat really start to ramp up as we get later into the night. This also has 70-mile-per-hour wind gust and 2-inch hail with this too. Potential for larger hail is also possible with this storm. And this is a tornado confirmed by weather spotters. This is not just a radar confirmed tornado. See if we even have any chasers nearby. So far, it does not look like it. Looks like they're watching this other storm towards Sigourney right now. So we're going to probably start out looking at this storm. There are a multitude of severe thunderstorm warnings in effect, by the way. And this is towards the northern end of the spectrum here where this MCS is developed. We still have another one we're expecting to look at later down the line, probably forming more so towards Nebraska. In fact, we're starting to get severe thunderstorm warnings over towards Kansas now. If you hear anybody talking in the background, I apologize. Okay, so getting a look at some of these severe thunderstorm warnings here. So far, mainly, I've only seen reports of 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts. We may see some 80-mile-per-hour gusts later. There are too many severe thunderstorm warnings to scroll through. Radar Mega is not going to keep all of those open. Man, there's a lot of these. Right now, we're seeing mainly just big-time hail. So far, the highest one I've seen is just above baseball size from the looks of it. Or actually just under. And it's for these storms over here that we're looking at right now. I guess since it's slow in here right now, we'll take a look away from over here right now and do a little bit of extra stuff in Streamlabs to help improve the experience real quick. Anyone that's just joining in, by the way, we are starting to look at the potential for severe storms in the same exact places that we were watching yesterday on stream again tonight. This time, the risk areas have flipped. Now we've seen the Midwest stretching as far back this time as Nebraska, going all the way forward, even all the way towards Indiana, having an enhanced risk and slight risk. And now we have Texas and Oklahoma in just a slight risk. Hazards have not changed. The tornado threat is greatest more so towards the Midwest and heading into the Ohio Valley tonight, with also the potential of a bow echo coming in later. If you want a little bit more of a detailed analysis while I'm talking later on during the stream, I'll put a little chat command that you could put up that will help you along with that. That'll be featured with our cloud bot. Okay, looks like my Discord is not working right now. Give me just a second here also. All right. We got that fixed. No one is on here right now. There we go. Hey Max, how you doing, buddy? Just now getting started with this stream here, and we already got some stuff going on. This could be a really long one too. Hopefully you're doing well though, bud. Yeah. We could end up actually seeing a bow echo over here later tonight. I don't know how late exactly. It could be pretty late. Hopefully I'll be up long enough to do that stream, to do that part of the stream, but for right now, we still got tornado warnings in effect, but the chasers are on a different storm actually. It's the only frustrating part about that. I'm still waiting on my admin to show up too. Oh, there we are. They're coming in now. Kind of gave y'all short notice, so that's not anyone's fault. It's more my own. Took a nap right before we got started just so I can make sure I'm up. Because like I said, we could be here a while. Contingents, could you type in exclamation Discord to make sure that that link is working? Yeah, because I forget that that link changes every 7 days, so I have to be a little bit more vigilant of that. Because yesterday we had sent it to somebody on stream and it didn't work, so I just got to remember from now on. That's all. I just changed it though a little earlier, so it should be good now. All right, so I'm waiting to see what's going on with this other severe thunderstorm warning that's over towards Singiori. Because this had a hook on it for a little bit, but I think this is going outflow dominant. I think we're going to have a small window of supercells here, and then we're going to start to see this congealed more into a line. And we're probably going to start to see more of a damaging wind threat begin to take over as we get later into the evening. Okay, so while I'm doing this, I guess I can make sure that the stream goes up to anyone in Discord, by the way. By the way, the link to Discord is in the chat. Thanks, by the way, to Contingents, one of our admin here. I'm going to go ahead and probably take a look at Vince's stream because it looks like Brandon's stream is down, actually. Daggone it. Come on. Nope. They're literally right on top of each other. Yeah, I was terrible for signal, so couple that with a thunderstorm like what they're going through right now, and yeah, you can only figure that that's going to happen. All right, let's see what we can get here, though. Because it looks like Brandon's feed just came back up, too. Not too optimistic about what I could see from their stream, though. Probably not going to see too much. Yeah, he is super blurry right now. Yes. Looks like they're driving away from the storm. Maybe they're heading towards the other tornado warning. Looks like they're driving away from the storm. Oh, wow. Yeah, it helps, but it's definitely not going to do any favors on our end. Because I don't have the strongest computer. There is a really nasty inflow notch right over here towards Atalissa. Actually going to go ahead and look at the velocity on that. Also some big time hail falling over there too. Yeah, you can, sure. Okay, where'd the tornado warning go? Could have swore it was just in front of me. Hey, Thunderwolf, how you doing today? Oh yeah, if you're in the heart of the country today, it's super hot outside. Or really even towards the southeast, it's pretty hot. Uh-oh, didn't mean to zoom in there. Okay, so this is shifted now. That tornado warning is dissipated, and now we're looking at this one, which doesn't really look impressive based off velocity here. Are we too close to the radar site? Or are we further away? Just give me a second, though. I'll look at your zip code in a minute. All right. Also, let's make sure that we are sharing this stream and hitting that like button. Try to get the word out to as many people as we can. Okay. Gonna have to switch over to reflectivity here because I'm probably not going to see too much from the velocity unless I switch to the other radar site. I still want to see what that other storm looks like here that looks like a big hailer. Yeah, this isn't gonna look good from this radar perspective. I'm gonna probably have to switch. Hey Jay, how you doing? I'm probably gonna need someone to translate that if I'm being honest. Still not great with my Spanish. Probably gonna be a while before I get good at it again. Not like I really even was that good. Come on. Okay, so it does not look like the radar wants to open up right now. All right, 10 people on. Getting somewhere. Anyone that's just now joining, we are covering severe weather. You can actually try a new little thing here. I'm actually going to type it in chat since I have my phone in my hand while I'm at it. All right, this is a much better look on radar now. Okay, maybe not. Oh, are you in a radar hole here? Because in either perspective, the radar just doesn't look impressive over this region towards Burlington, Carthage, and Fort Madison. San Marcos. Okay, so Max, you said you were looking for your weather right now. You wanted your weather right now, right? Okay. So currently you're at 81. You have, still waiting on my radar to load. Well, weekend's almost over now, but I can tell you what I have going on in the short term, like what's ahead for the next few hours for you. Dang. Even my phone's moving a little slow. I mean, it's Sunday. I guess it's different for me because, I mean, I work Monday through Friday. Oh, for the week? I can show you what's going on for at least the first few hours. It might take a little while for me to get the week. Hey, there's Wyatt. Welcome, Wyatt. Welcome. We have a tornado warning right now in Illinois, Maine. If this phone will load. I can't get my phone to load. I don't know why I can't get my phone to load or search anything right now. Oh, wait, I got it now. Equipment's being relatively difficult today. Both my computer and my phone, because I was trying to get on live beforehand, but for some reason the title to this stream wasn't working properly. I guess I had a few too many characters. YouTube can be funny like that sometimes. Okay. So I have absolutely crap for a picture right here as far as velocity is concerned with the radar. This does look semi-discrete. Well, it was discrete, not anymore. Just got a mess of storms starting to develop. Oh, there we go. Appreciate it. Yes, I do. Yeah, I'm getting crap picture on radar here. I don't understand. We're well within the circle here, and I'm having a really hard time seeing anything on this. Like, it's looking really, really messy. If you could, Max, that'd be awesome, though, to answer your question. See another little cell forming over here towards Smithfield that may really start to ramp up over the next little bit here. All right, let me know what you see so far, because I think we're going to be doing a lot of moving around this stream. Oh, wow, I just had... Daggone it. My phone's being absolutely ridiculous right now. Reeds and Prescott, Iowa. It's probably with this complex of storms here. I'm trying to figure out what the heck this storm is doing. It just looks so bad on radar. Like, it just looks like there's a tail right here, but I can't tell for sure if a new storm's being pulled into it. All right. Just gotta get back to it here. You know what? All right. Dang, it's only moving at 15 miles an hour. He's probably setting up for that bow echo that's going to be forming late tonight. Okay. By the way, there's a couple in here open. I'll look at that in just a second. As far as tonight's concerned, right now your picture's somewhat clear, or at the moment it is. Storms are going to be formed. Storms should be dissipating actually later tonight. Then all throughout the week, you actually have a chance of more thunderstorms. Gonna be pretty active over there. Over towards where you are right now. You said there's a new rotation towards where again? Oberlin. All right. Do you think I'm gonna need to switch radar sites? Because it seems like this area is like in like a weird in-betweener zone here. It's like a really small little blotch here where these radars are kind of overlapping, but the picture's still not good. It's still like it's a radar hole, but it's not a radar hole. Or at least it's not meant to be a radar hole, I'll say that. Okay. go ahead and look at some other severe thunderstorm warnings while I try to figure out what's going on with the rotation over here towards Oberlin. With golf ball sized hail in Texas and Kansas right now. We have, I think I'm going to switch over to this storm over here towards Jones and Fisher, where we're getting close to baseball size. I actually expect these totals to increase as we get later into the evening. All right, so that's the new severe thunderstorm watch. Oh, that's not a new severe thunderstorm watch. It's been there. Just check to make sure if anything's new, Wyatt. You don't have to worry about anything that's already issued. Okay, so see the hail threat with this one, but I am a little suspicious of that area over there. Maybe there could be a spin up with that. I'm going to jump back to that storm that was over towards Oberlin with the tornado possible tag with it. It's over towards Illinois and Iowa. Okay, this is the same storm we've been looking at. Storm actually looks a little better on radar since we went away from it. Maybe that was just what we needed, was to get distracted with something else. Starting to see increasing potential for damaging winds with this storm over here, over towards Muscatine. Yeah, ping pong ball size hail with this as well. It had a tornado warning earlier, and it looks like it's forming a new little inflow notch here as it's going right over Muscatine, although it looks relatively broad at the moment. We might see that in a minute. See what speed these storms over here are moving at. They're about 40 miles an hour, so these are going to be moving a little bit faster. So basically anywhere within this polygon, you might want to treat this as if there's a tornado on the ground, regardless of whether there is one or not, because of the 70-mile-per-hour wind potential. It was wrapped up a little earlier. It's like it pulses in and out with rotation. But basically anywhere between Buffalo and Viola, and any cities in between, like Buffalo, Prairie, Edgington, Oak Grove, Preemption, Millersville, Aldo, and Eliza, you guys want to be taking shelter here because this part of the storm seems to be the most dangerous that's heading towards you. Oh, your phone's a lot of hours behind. Yeah, a lot's been happening actually throughout the day. I wasn't expecting to get on until a little later, but I knew there was a chance maybe there were a few storms that could form, but I didn't think they were going to be as intense as they already are. I was planning to go live a little bit earlier, but it didn't quite pan out. Hmm. Some big hail reports over here, just south of. That was today. Some baseball size hail towards Winnowa. Actually, a couple of them. Yeah, like I said, a lot's been going on, especially in this last couple of hours here. I think as we draw later into the evening, though, I think the threats for the damaging winds are going to increase. I think we're going to have a pretty small window as far as tornado potential is concerned. I think a lot of these storm chasers are actually going to start to move off towards the west here. We're going to start to see them egress after this line of storms passes here. Probably not going to get any visual on any tornadoes, so we'll kind of be switching back and forth once these start to fizzle out a little bit, which honestly they may not. There's plenty of cape over this region as well, so there's plenty of instability for these to continue to feed off of. But what's going to end up happening is, what I anticipate to happen, is we're going to end up seeing a secondary surge. Severe thunderstorm warning in North Carolina. Yeah, I figured that they eventually were going to do that. And that's where the action is going to end up being over the course of the next couple hours here. We're really just setting up for that main event here. I wanted to jump on this stuff earlier over here, but I wasn't ready at the time because I was trying to shoot a video for the morning tomorrow, but that didn't even work out right. This storm's about to go outflow dominant, so we're actually going to start looking more over towards Nebraska now, where they have that severe thunderstorm watch. Yep. That's the other reason why I wasn't necessarily super annoyed, is the fact that I ended up on here so late. Because I knew later that's when things were going to really start to ramp up. I mean, obviously, if I could cover every storm, I obviously would, but I'm only one person. Also, I've been working on a little bit of the commands here. And actually, really, with it being not, I wouldn't call this slow. There's plenty going on here. We're starting to have a little bit of issues on my end here. I think I need to probably close out Discord now. Oh, it's starting to form a hook now. We'll go back to it. We're a little closer to the radar now, so we should have a better view of it. $20, you're thinking? It just looks like a mess over here right now. We're almost getting a little too close to the radar to see everything. You said this was over towards Oberlin. I'm trying to find Oberlin though. I thought I had it earlier. Am I looking at the right storm? I'm just trying to make sure. Because I see a couple of different areas that look a little bit sus here. All right. Looks like crap. Okay, why isn't this typing? Why isn't this working? So it looks like we're having a much tougher go of it today. It looks like with the radar. Why couldn't you just work like yesterday? Yeah, I'm hitting enter and it's not doing anything at all. I have no idea why this is happening now. All right, tell me just tell me which state it's in so I can switch over to it cuz clearly this isn't working. I don't know what the heck is wrong with Radar Omega. Maybe I just need to open or close and reopen this. This is kind of irritating. I'm going to try one more time. West of Lincoln. Yeah, I'm going to have to do something else here. Oh, so I'm going to assume this is the Omaha site. If it's not, then we'll just have to find it a different way. Wait, I thought there was a Lincoln over here nearby. Crap. Yeah, I'm going to close this out and reopen it. Because for whatever reason, I don't understand why that's not working. It's kind of got me a little annoyed, I'm not going to lie. Well, I guess I'd rather be figuring this stuff out earlier in the stream than later. Where's Baconator, by the way? Anybody know? Yeah, there's literally severe thunderstorm warnings everywhere. Don't try to call them out. There's too many of them. We'll see if we can even get to it. Okay, there we go. All right. I think we're finally getting somewhere. My computer's just trying to be really difficult right now, that's all. I think I might have a solution for that, though. Oh, okay, I know which storm this is now. I think I. All right. Keep me posted on that storm because I think I'm gonna have to do a little bit of have to do a little thing real quick with this computer. I know exactly what the problem is now, and I don't know how the heck it keeps happening, but thankfully it's not a hard fix. Just gotta find where that location is on here on my files. No, that's not it. I'm gonna get to that one in just. I'll get to it. Just give me a minute. Just over here trying to really delete some extra junk off my computer because that's what's slowing me down right now. For some reason, Streamlabs last night after I ended the stream started recording for 10 hours. I don't know how the heck that happened. Now I'm just trying to find all the files and get rid of them. This is really freaking irritating. Yeah, I'm starting to see that hook coming in now. If anything, it kind of seems like it's a tad bit on the outflow dominant side. I'm going to go ahead and switch to velocity. I think you might see what I'm talking about in just a second here. Eventually, it could tighten up and form a hook, but right now it's looking a little... Ooh. Maybe not. This could do a thing. Just a little bit of an odd shape, but I do see that couplet. In fact, we'll go ahead and look at it on gate to gate here really quickly. Still trying to resolve this problem while I'm at it. Okay, so we're getting up to about maybe 90 on gate to gate here. So that's 53. Actually, we're over 100 on gate to gate here. That, in all honesty, should warrant a tornado warning already, from what I can see here. Okay, so I'm having even more problems now. Yeah, I'm really gonna have to hone in on this then. Let's go ahead and look at that other tornado warning while I'm at it. Hopefully, I can just tough this out for a little bit and figure out whether we can keep things rolling or not, because this could become a big problem down the line if I don't fix this soon. I believe it. I'm gonna have to switch back and forth between these two for right now. That's all I can do, really. This storm's really gotten its act together over here now. Looks like a pretty impressive looking supercell, and this is actually, if this holds together, this is heading towards Peoria again. I think I remember a stream where Peoria almost got hit before, but I think the storm had lifted before it done that. I don't know if we're gonna get that again, but this is heading towards a relatively populated area. I think I'm gonna look at the time frame for this really quickly. I think this is gonna remain just south of Peoria here. If I remember correctly, this was when at like 15 or 20. So it's gonna be a while before this gets here. The next town in line here would be mainly that would be at 8:23 my time. So at least almost another at least 30 or 40 minutes. I don't think this will hold up that long, but if it does, that would be crazy. But if this were to make it to Peoria within the next hour, this storm would be, it'll probably be maybe in the next 2 hours, really. I do expect the storm to eventually speed up, though. Let's look this one up and down a bit real quick. There's our couplet over there. Not as impressive as that last one. We're going to probably switch back to that one in just a minute, because I do expect that one to have a tornado warning on it in just a little bit. I don't expect to see a CC drop considering how this radar looks. Up, and just as quickly as that couplet really started to get tight, it just looks like in this scan it's weakened. I'm going to check and see if there was anything on the ground briefly. Yeah. Appreciate that. I'm really just trying to figure out what the heck is going on with my computer right now, man. Hi, Mia. Come on, computer. Get rid of that real quick. put that in loop. And while I'm at it, and everyone wants to be loud outside of my room. I'll be right back. I guess people want to be loud tonight, I guess. Looks like a perfect donut now. We'll switch over to that one because it looks like this one's starting to go away. KLNX. We can do that real quick. That's the North Platte radar. I remember we were really going off on that radar yesterday. It's kind of funny. I hate that there's no NASCAR race to block out some of that noise that they have going on. Let's go switch over here. The greatest threat for Lincoln will be damaging winds, undoubtedly. Tornado threat can't be ruled out. But for the most part, I'm thinking damaging winds and also maybe some hail. It's one of the most odd donut shapes I think I've ever seen. I'm going to switch to a different radar site. I'm going to go towards the Hastings one. Because it's just outside that radar ring. And whenever it gets like that, it's almost hard to really rely on that. Of course, there's a report right over the radar site. I got to zoom in. Okay, let's see if we can get this radar to pop up here. Maybe this will be better. You don't even have to do that, Wyatt. Watch this. Did this just before the stream started. I'm going to put that in right now. Yeah, it really is right now. Yeah, this computer's absolutely going to you know what. I'm trying not to swear and get mad, but I'm getting really freaking pissed. And I can't find the folder where my Streamlabs stuff is. Because I know that's the problem. I don't know. Like I said, I have no idea is how the heck my Streamlabs editor started recording for 10 hours. Definitely didn't do that. Unless it was when I was trying to shoot my video from this morning. Either way, I have no idea where it is. For whatever reason, I cannot find it. What? Might have spoken too soon. I think I may have found it. Or not. Hmm. I am not a computer tech, folks. Reed's eyeing the donut. Probably. Be nice if I could see it. But Radar Omega is really giving me a hard time here. Yeah, he is hungry. It doesn't look like a donut from the Hastings radar. It looks like a crazy hook. But it looks like it could be fighting some outflow dominance here within the next little bit. How long ago did you say 20 minutes? I don't know. I can't actually look at the time frame on chat. Doesn't exactly say exactly what time you typed the message. I would probably say it's been about maybe 10, 15 minutes tops. He's in Stanton. Okay, you sent that at 7:20. Yeah, about 20, 25 minutes then. You weren't too far off. Yeah, just a little over 20. The next scan. Next radar updates usually every few minutes. These storms are still moving pretty slow. That's the main thing. They move slow. They tend to evolve slow. They tend to evolve slow. But this one's moving at 45. This is the fastest we've seen all weekend. Just gonna have to close out Chrome, I guess. Maybe I could pull that off and maybe it'll help. Alright. Hopefully this will be a lot better. Because For whatever reason, whatever video got recorded from Streamlabs, I can't find it now. Yeah, these are from yesterday. But yet, well, Radar Omega updates about every 2 to 5 minutes, though, by the way. I've seen radar scans come in as fast as about every 2 minutes. I don't know why that is or what that's based off of, but sometimes it varies. It's doing a little better. Can't pull anything up on Chrome, Wyatt. I'm probably going to let this tornado warning expire in just a little bit here because this doesn't look like it has a real shot of continuing to produce right now. To have anything else beyond Streamlabs and Radar Omega is really not helpful right now. CPU is not doing any favors for me today. Yeah, those cells are starting to look a little bit better. Yeah, the one towards Beatrice actually looks pretty interesting so far, but it hasn't matured yet. That's believable. It can happen. It can happen across anywhere in Tornado Alley where you can get that kind of stuff happening. Depends on the setup. Hang. Yeah, that southern pair is going to congeal. I think this is going to be the beginning of our squall line developing, and eventually our Bow Echo with QLCS in there. Was QLCS rotation in there? This could tighten up still. The one that's south of Norton here. I lean towards it producing more damaging winds, and maybe a comma head might form with this one. So many severe thunderstorm warnings right now. Ping pong ball size hail is the highest we've seen so far. All right, so I did the same thing with Baconator. I might as well ask you, what are you thinking the highest total for hail is going to be? Are we still going to see baseball sized hail within the stream, or are you thinking we could see even bigger hail than that? I think yesterday's setup was a little bit better for hail than it was today, than what today's setup is. Speaking of which, where in the world is Baconator? Are you looking at it from multi-regional, or are you looking at it from a particular radar site? I guess I just have to set it into motion then. Man. Oh, I had it on. I think I had it on the Hastings radar. If I keep these reports on later tonight, it's going to become a problem. I get the feeling. Because every time I click on a radar, I'll probably end up clicking a report. This kind of looks like a gust front right here, trying to develop. Oh my gosh. Oh wow, you can really see these storms start to blow up within this loop here. It's pretty nice to see, actually. That one towards Fairbury is starting to look really impressive now as it continues to move off to the northeast here. I think that's going to be the one that Reed goes after. New severe thunderstorm warning with this one. Does it have tornado possible tag? No, it doesn't. That hook is getting a little bit more pronounced, though. I do think it might warrant a tornado warning down the line if it continues that progression. Then that one to the north also is starting to get a little bit better. Yeah. It's quite a sight. It's quite a sight. This is more than likely going to be the beginning of that potential BOEC or maybe even derecho. Still trying to resolve this CPU problem. Oh man. There's a triple point. Yeah, if you actually looked at the morning video I did, you'll kind of see what I was talking about. There was a dry line that develops, but then you see, I guess what some of the weather world calls like the corn sweat starting to move in. No, the uptime does not work, Wyatt. It does not work at all. And I'm still trying to figure out how to fix it. Right now, I just want to fix my CPU so that will work properly. But nah, these storms are firing out ahead of this main gust front that's going to develop with this squall line, with this future MCS. So our bow echo is literally forming though, contingents. The fun is really just going to get started now. I have to set that up, what? That's going to have to be later. Ooh. Look at your storm, contingents. Look at your storm. Daggone it, man. I can't seem to fit. And look at the one to the north of it. Wait, I think I actually just found it. Yep, there it is. It's taking up 11 gigs worth of freaking space. If this isn't the problem, I don't know what is. Okay, I think I got it now. If this doesn't make for improvements, I don't know what will. It seems like we got a little bit of a response out of the computer, like it's a little better now. So maybe, just maybe, we should be good now. It was the biggest headache trying to figure out what was going on there. It's no wonder why we were struggling there. Literally 11 gigs worth of space being taken up. MCS spinning up. No, that's not what I was talking about. If you actually looked on the dew points model earlier today, you would actually see that there's a secondary point here where we're getting, I don't really want to go away because I bet you the second I do, one of these gets tornado warned. But you're going to see like a little surge of moisture begin to pop up here, heading this way as we get into the overnight here. Yep, corn sweat. So, right now we're watching that bow echo begin to develop. Have you actually seen the latest, Kyle? Or the the models pretty much from yesterday evening onward? But we do have a couple storms here that look like they're trying to rotate. There's 3 in particular that are catching my interest right now, but we are getting new storms starting to fire here. Oh, wow. You know what? I might just go ahead and switch over real quick. I think I got the CPU problem resolved now. I guess this will be the best way to find out here. I guess I'll set it back into motion here real quick while you talk about that real quick. Still up to 8 people, so not too many people have left, but I'll take what I can get. For anyone that's been bearing with me through this crazy experience with my computer, thank you. Appreciate you guys a bunch. Trying to make this better. Yeah, I fixed that. I don't know why he lost mod before, and I'm still suspicious whether you might have had something to do with that or not. Wyatt. You were my little brother, you'd get full Nelson right now. An armbar would be a little too brutal. All right, so with the exception of Baconator, I think that's all the admin here. If anyone would find a way, it would be you. I have complete and utter faith in the fact that if anyone would find a way to demote a mod while they are a mod themselves, it would be you. My mic? My mic still looks like it's on. Is it? Yeah. On my interface, I'm still good. Or is that you? Like, what's going on here? What's going on with my stream, man? Aren't we all? Aren't we all? Crap. All right. Well, my CPU's bad right now, and I guess it's trying to recover from what I was just trying to fix. Yep, everything's going to be forming around Nebraska over the next few hours. Am I having any sort of issues with my lag here? Because on my screen, I have two screens up. I'm going to guess this second screen where I'm looking at the chat mostly is where my problem is. Neither of these CPUs are in good shape, really. This one should be in better shape, though. It shouldn't be that. Maybe there's too much stuff up right now. In the house, too, but that's more my family causing those problems, maybe. Okay. Maybe close my stream out wide and reopen it. I don't know. Because I just checked it on, I opened it up on my phone and it seems like it's working just fine. Maybe a second or two of delay between when I'm speaking and whenever it goes through on everyone else's end, but it still seems like it's okay. That might be on your end, man. I don't know. All right. Give me a second though, Kyle. I'll show you what I've been talking about here. I'm gonna switch over because it looks like oh wow, that's a new feature. Just close it out and try it again. Close it out and try it again. All right. Finally got composite going. Contingents, is my mic laggy? Yeah, I figured it was. All right, so it doesn't look quite as impressive on the NAM 3 kilometer, but that was the first one that's popped up here. But you can see the bow echo starting to develop more and more as it starts to exit from. Geez, I cannot get that out today. Exit from Nebraska and into Missouri, and it really starts to develop as we get towards Iowa and into north central Missouri. Really looks like it produces some pretty strong winds as we get into the late evening and overnight hours. It seems like it's only you, man. Because no one else has said anything about it. Like I said, just start the stream over if you can, or close YouTube out and reopen it. I don't know exactly what's going on there. All right, we're switching back to Radar Omega. Oddly enough, though, my other computer is kind of acting up too, though. I'm a little curious to see what's going on with that. It's weird how I wasn't having any of these issues yesterday. So far, none of these storms look like they're imminently going to be rotating. I think we're just going to be in a quiet period for a while. Everybody else, I think, is just kind of chilling out more so in Iowa right now, just anticipating what could be coming. Actually, going to go ahead and take a look at what's going on in Texas for a change. Got 2-inch hail in Texas over towards Crockett County. All right. Hope so. So, I mean, I've tried to figure out if it was anything else on mine that I could have done, but it doesn't look like it. It's like there's an increasingly thanks for the sub, Lorenzo. I can't pronounce the last part of that. If you want to correct me on that, feel free to. But thanks for the sub, man. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. We're gonna be here for a good bit here. It's only 8:17, and I'm probably expecting things to really pick up around midnight for me. First one of the night, it looks like. On the road to 500. So, looks like this storm over here is going to be going over another area that got hailed last night, it looks like. It's crazy to think that oh, wait, this was earlier tonight. It's about an hour or two ago, and it's about to get hit with hail again. Good grief. And we all remember Brownwood from last night, right, guys? Tornado warnings and then 3-inch hail over there. Also looks like a report of flooding, too. Oh, yeah, and 70-mile-per-hour wind gust. Yesterday was wild, man. Speaking of which, by the way, guys, that tornado that it went through Linneus was rated a high NDF2. So the damage that we were seeing wasn't the worst of the damage, which is probably a good thing. So this storm over here is nearing baseball-sized hail now in Texas. I wouldn't be surprised to see some larger hail with that. In fact, let's go ahead and look at vertically integrated liquid. It's one of Baconator's favorites. Speaking of which, where is Baconator, man? Training for a fight or something? So we're just about maxed out on vertically integrated liquid, or VIL. That's probably what I need to make the next command for. Is VIL and then commands itself. So my question to you, Wyatt, would be, if I make a command that says commands, is what you're wanting a list of commands? Is that it? Or is there something else that you're looking for? Oh, no. We could make a joke and say, oh, okay, I actually think I could do that really quickly. All right, I'll work on that real quick, since we don't really have too much in the way of tornado warnings right now. Yeah, there you go. You had it backwards. I wonder if Bacon might slick be mad at us for last night. Oh, man. Oops. Let's go back. Let's keep that on Radar Omega, actually. Oh, yeah. Which model were you looking at, though, Kyle? Because I've mainly been up. Oh, there we go. Tornado warning. Just as I started to turn away. I'm going to guess this one is already in Nebraska. Oh, no, it's Kansas in Phillips County. It also has a quarter-size hail with it as well. And this is just outside of Phillipsburg. I think this is the storm that you've been watching for the longest, contingents. This is the storm you've been talking about for the last 45 minutes to an hour. Well, yeah, just about an hour at this point. Let's get out of vertically integrated. Let's go to reflectivity here. Should be able to pull this up on my phone, actually, I think. It's the one to the north of it, actually. It was HRRR, Kyle? Yeah, I figured. Nah, I called that one out to the north. This is yours right here. So actually, take that. Yeah, because this one's yours right here. This is the one I was calling out that started forming this way. Oop, I didn't want to go to CC. Well, actually, I'll go ahead and take a look at it. Just trying to look at velocity. That looks like a very noisy CC. All right, Kyle. We'll catch you later, man. I'm probably going to be on here for a while. Later. So now we're probably going to be watching this storm for a bit here. I think this is going to probably stay in mostly rural areas from the looks of it right here. It's not a whole lot out here in Kansas. Yeah, your little homie looks like he could do something still, but you're good, Wyatt. No worries, no worries. It looks like I'm gonna do the little commands thing in just a second while we're waiting on this storm here. I want to get a little bit more details on this though. Okay, Phillips County. This is moving at 25 miles an hour. I know you don't. I was playing along with the joke, man. Sheesh. Everyone wants to make a joke, but not play along with it. It's a problem. Why is that? I don't think this one's going to last for too long, though. We'll go just outside the polygon here. Okay. So I guess that Radar Omega's on its weird stuff again. I'd say you're pretty knowledgeable, actually, Contingents. You're good, dude. You are good in my book, and probably Kyle's too. You caught on to this pretty fast. Maybe even faster than me. Why aren't any towns popping up? Maybe there aren't any. Yeah, there really aren't. There really is nothing out here. That's a good thing. Sadly, there's no chasers on it because we could very well see. Well, most likely this actually would be rain wrapped. Also, sometimes you got to fake it till you make it anyway. I will say that too. Okay, so we got a 50-mile-per-hour wind gust with your storm right here, though, by the way, Contingents. If this could tighten up any more, this would probably get a tornado warning too. And there's probably nothing out here with this storm as well. Should be moving at about 45 if I remember correctly. Oops. Didn't know that was still up. Also, the outflow from this storm has blowing dust out of there, so it's going to really reduce visibility to anyone that does happen to be in the path of this thing. Oh, look at the little tail that's formed on this now. Yeah, this is definitely going outflow dominant. Well, there goes your storm right here, but it's going to be a nasty damaging wind producer now. That little inflow notch, though, does look like it's going to become interesting in a little bit here. The next towns aren't even going to be in play here for at least another 30 to 40 minutes here, so nothing to worry about just yet. We'll have to check back on that. So we're starting to see the early phases of our MCS beginning to develop here. Oh, I didn't mean to have. I keep on doing that where I have that up. I'm making that mistake again. Here comes a much more organized line here too. This also has a 1-inch hail out ahead of this too. Oh, that's from yesterday. Yeah, I think it'll still get a tornado warning. It's just not going to be necessarily super cellular. But yeah, you can see it just by looking at reflectivity here that surge on the south side of this storm here is going to have some really nasty wind, especially right around there, just north of Stockton. Right there. Once that little weak echo region right there, or that little inflow notch or comet head tries to develop, it's going to become pretty problematic over there in just a minute. I wish there was a really good DMCA metal playlist that I could listen to while I do this. It's sometimes really quiet in the room, and sometimes it somewhat will try to lull me to sleep. Or is there any sort of a chaser website I could look at going forward to where we could maybe pull them up on stream without any sort of issue? Because only having 2 or 3 chasers to work with on Radar Omega, it's not bad, but it can be a little more ideal. Yeah, it's a lot of severe thunderstorm warnings. I'm not even going to try to keep up with them all because I don't think I'm going to be able to. Because, I mean, if you really think about it, I don't think too many people try to. Anyone that does this type of streaming. Or at least they have like multiple people talking at once, and then it still becomes pretty much organized chaos at that point. All right, so while I'm at it here, I'm going to do a thing on Streamlabs. There we go, dashboard. Computer's moving a tad bit slow right now. Didn't know I still had that up at the moment. We have 30 minutes before this tornado warning expires here, but we're starting to get some big hail with these 2 storms right here. This one's reached golf ball size now. And this is over towards Washington County in Nebraska here. This is moving northeast at 20. I do expect these speeds to really start to increase as we get late into the evening and overnight now. I hate that you can't do shift enter with this. That's kind of crazy. I guess with more people on, we're going to have a harder time getting people on tonight here. More people streaming tonight, with this being the more of the red letter day. And I'm struggling with my CPU again. Okay, maybe I'm not. All right, cool. Switching back and forth. Here's that little dog leg that you were talking about forming contingents. Some increased radar noise over here towards this radar site. Seeing Vince quit off all the other storms. Where is Vince? I can't see anything. Well, yeah, I figured he was going to be looking at the sunset. I wonder if they're going to chase these storms. Be nice if they did. We may need to find another. Oh, Vince is calling it a night already? Dang. He's been calling it awful early as of late. I mean, that's his choice. I mean, he's an adult, but sheesh. I guess he's not really into night chasing too much unless there's something really of value behind it. Or maybe he's just not into chasing the bow echo or anything like that. I think Brandon and Brad are probably still going to be after it. Well, all right. All right, Wyatt. Try commands now. I think I got it. There's probably a bunch more we can still do in the future, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. We're already almost 2 hours in. Getting a little chilly in my room here. Like more people are coming in from the day today for Sunday, so maybe we might see some more people pop up. This last line of storms looks to have done a number over here, maybe. I don't know if this was from today or not. I'm actually going to look at these reports. Yep, that's yesterday. All of that's from yesterday. There's still a pretty good little inflow notch here. Still a decent little hook over here. This storm is really trying to do something tornadic here, but I just don't think it's going to be able to. I think this is going to start to congeal into a secondary line, and as a result, we may have to look for kinks in the line, but it's going to be a while before that does anything. There is some really big hail on the south side of this, on this south end of this line here. We're getting into the higher end of the reflectivity spectrum here. Lost some of the hail potential there. It's kind of glitching just a little bit, if anything, but I'm gonna try to see if I can get right over a blue spot here. That's weird. We're sitting right at about 70. "31 severe thunderstorm warnings and counting right now. We even have one in South Dakota where there was a marginal risk today, but yesterday they had tornadoes over there. So this is mainly for 1-inch hail. I get the feeling we're going to easily be seeing some triple digits as far as hail reports are concerned before the night is over here. There's our storm just outside the Rapid City radar, and there's another one just off to the northwest of it. We're going to try to cover as many of these severe thunderstorm warnings as we can. I guess I'm up for the challenge. Why not? Why not? So here's that, here's a little Boeing segment of the storm here. Still plenty of hail, but I do think eventually this is going to start to intensify with the wind too, if it holds out. And these two right here look a little bit more impressive. I think we're going to start to see some increasing winds with those as well. There's a lot of lightning with this one that's towards Bell Church here. Or Bell. Is that Bell? It's Bell Birch. Excuse me. All right. So let's go ahead and go back towards Nebraska here and Kansas, where we have our severe thunderstorms and tornado warnings. We got a storm that's starting to get close to Brad Arnold over here. We're going to see what he ends up doing with that in just a minute. Switch back over towards the Hastings radar site if we can get that up and running. Sneak past this wind report that's just to the north of it. This storm looks like it's trying to wrap up pretty intensely over here now. Trying to find something to listen to here while I'm going here. Dang. Still pretty broad rotation there. See if we can't get Brad Arnold's stream up, see what he's looking at. Hmm. Hoping we can get a stable connection here. Here we go. Still pretty clear out where Brad is. He's probably on his way. On his way to the action here. We'll just probably stick with him and keep him going in the background as we're watching these storms close in. Or watch him close in on these storms. Should be able to keep him up for at least a little bit. And there goes the CPU. Oh man, it's been that kind of night. Is anyone even still on right now? It's doing a little better. Not much though. Probably gonna lose him in a little bit here. Yep, we're down to 4. Appreciate it, YouTube. All right. People stop by for a minute. Looks like it's gonna be a long, very quiet stream here, huh? Well, that's fine. If anyone needs me, I'm here on chat. So just be on mute until then. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. I got streams going on in the background here. Just trying to find a way to stay awake because I'm trying to be here when things kind of pick up. I kind of It's kind of unreasonable for me to expect that things are gonna be always, active on chat and whatnot. I'm just trying to focus, so I'm just gonna stay focused for right now. Just be here more so when I'm needed. This tornado warning storm is about to exit the polygon. It'll be interesting to see if they continue on with that tornado warning. But a couple of these storms actually look really impressive, though. This one over here towards Washington looks really impressive. Has a good inflow notch to it. Could see something with this one. Just a little bit here. It also has golf ball size hail with it. This is looking like it's going to head right towards Hanover here if this thing does start to spin up. Not saying that there is anything down or that there's even a tornado warning yet, but this is a storm that's beginning to look a lot more impressive. All right, so the speed that this one is moving at is about 30. Let's go ahead and get that looked at here. This will get out the way. All right. This might pass just north of Hanover here. If this gets its act together, though. Extremely strong winds over towards Abingdon. All right, let's go ahead and head over to that storm then. Okay. This is over towards Nebraska or Kansas. So we're right on the line, I know. Oh, between London Mills and where? Galesburg. Get that out the way. I'll probably have to look at it on velocity. Looking at reflectivity won't get me anywhere. I think we're going to switch over to the Omaha radar now. Come on. Okay, so it looks like my CPU has not recovered from earlier, so that's going to be a little bit problematic down the line. Oh boy, here comes trouble. You know, I could just be a real douchebag and time you out anyway, Justin, but I'm not going to do that. Thanks for stopping in, though. It's been pretty slow today. But don't worry, this isn't anywhere near our area. Nor will it be. I can't find the storm contingents. I feel you. Right there with... Well, I'm not right there with you, and I'm not going to be all night. I'm going to be up pretty late, it looks like. Oh, let it rain here. Well, I don't know if it's going to rain tonight. Maybe tomorrow. But that might not be a good thing for us. If it rains too much, no work. Considering I already got a day missing on my check, that's a problem. It's actually a very big problem. It'll stop Tony. I don't think rain should be a problem tomorrow. Or at least I hope not. If it is, then sheesh. My luck really sucks if that's the case. Do we have any severe storms that are over 65 miles an hour yet? Yeah, I know you would. I don't have. Well, actually, I just got a raincoat actually, so it wouldn't be that bad. Still don't want to, but yours did. Well, that's good. That's good. That's good to hear. I'm trying to look at the exact time we could be seeing rain tomorrow, so that way I know whether to bring a raincoat or not. Mm-mm. Looks like Brad Arnold finally has a storm near him. It's about time we got a look at something. See if we can get him off to the corner here. No, we are not putting him in timeout, by the way. It's a pretty sunset while that storm is closing in. And we're buffering. Sun is backlighting the storm, though. That is pretty cool. Not gonna lie. I don't know if we can even get him to the corner here. Yep, not gonna work. All right, let's just try it this way. Maybe it'll work. Then again, we know the reception area is bad over here. So we're just going to have to see what happens. As far as works tomorrow are concerned, Justin, we should be fine. I'm not concerned about it. We should be good for the rest of the week. Well, maybe there's a chance of rain on Tuesday, but I think we should still be fine.
There is a jet that's supposed.
Yeah, this isn't going to work. Yeah, I was talking. All right, here we go. I think we got it now. Can you hear me now? 20 miles an hour. Moving north. Wait, moving north. Wow. Mm. All right, I'm good now. Okay, so this one's moving north and that one's moving east. That's interesting. It's moving at 25 if I saw it correctly. This is going to make a close pass to Sydney. I think it's going to pass just to the east of you guys, but outside of that, it doesn't look like there's anybody really in the immediate path here. Don't really expect this to last long enough to really affect anyone else as of yet. We'll keep an eye on it, of course. Then over towards Colberg and Red Oak, there's our other tornado warning. We're going to clear that one. And we're going to go ahead and take a look at this one. This is Montgomery Mills and Page County until 8:45. This is moving east at 20. Yeah, both of them. Well, that one, yeah, that one's falling apart. This one still looks like it's got some promise to it, like it's going to hold out for a bit. Yeah, we'll keep our eyes on this one. Seeing these pole spin ups is going to be a thing pretty much all throughout the night. Okay, so let's see what Brad Arnold's up to. Maybe we can get a look at his stream again. I don't know. Probably going to be in a semi-sketchy reception area anyway. Might try to blast out ahead of that tornado warning storm. Hopefully we can see something. Ooh, it looks ominous over where he is, though, that's for sure. Yeah, we're not going to get his stream. Just a bad reception area. Yeah, Reed's stream wasn't working, so I was watching that. It's partially also why I was muted. I mean, it's just more or less just waiting for things to go on. Looks like we got some reports here. Yep. Golf ball sized hail. A lot of quarter size hail reports. A lot of, see it, 2 2/4 inch hail here. Oh, this one's interesting here. This one towards Plattsmouth. You know, just trying to find something to watch in the background. Pappenhelm's feed. He said he was heading to Nebraska City to fix his feed here, so to fix his feed. So I think he might just be done chasing altogether for tonight. No, Brandon's still up on my feed right here. I don't know if anyone's gonna stick. I'm starting to wonder though if anyone's really gonna stick with this line of storms though. I mean, I know it's gonna be really late at night, so wouldn't be surprising if they didn't. But
feel like
no, he's still driving towards something. Brandon looks like he's still driving towards a storm. But yeah, I think Reed mentioned he was done till Wednesday or Thursday. Yeah, I can't get anyone's feet up. This is a bad reception area. Partially could be my own computer here too. That's the problem. But yeah, Brandon's actually heading towards these storms here, so he's not done. Yeah, Brad's heading towards something, but I can't get his feet up any better than I can Brandon's. Neither one of them are working for me. All right. So when I look on here, I don't see that much in the way of rotation. These are not necessarily wrapped up, so to speak. I'm not worried about anything being produced at the moment. I think Brandon might be heading towards this storm here, maybe. I don't know if the road network allows him to. He should be in a good place for the road network, though. Okay. I guess we'll be sitting here waiting. See what happens next here. Got a 70-mile-per-hour severe thunderstorm warning over towards Illinois now. And then we have 2-inch hail in Kansas as well, with 1 severe thunderstorm warning. Oh, there we go. 2.5-inch hail here. Go ahead and take a look at that one. It's these ones that are further off to the north here. This has a confirmed 2.5-inch hail report. Just under baseball size, so let's hope that you got your car inside. Might need a new windshield if not. And this is just past to the west of Lincoln. All right, you probably won't miss anything until maybe late tonight, and depending on how things go, I may not even be on late enough to do that. I mean, what is it right now? It's almost 8:30 your time, 9:30 mine. I really expect things to pick up around 1 a.m. my time, which is another 4 hours out from now. So I have no idea what to expect. I mean, there's 2 tornado warnings, but I can't confirm anything. That is a lot of rotation right here. Just north of Hamburg here. So we're going to have to keep... just as I say that, the next scan, it goes away. It could be one of those types that pulsates a bit, where you could see it start to really pick up, and then it'll go away, and then the meso will start to move around on this line. It's going to be more than likely be the nature of these storms that we get into the evening and overnight hours. But the damaging wind threat is going to increase from this point forward. Hail threat should also be pretty persistent still. All right. Back up to 6 people watching. That counts for something. I appreciate whoever is watching. No, it's slow right now. I can't really look at any chaser feeds because we're in a bad reception area right now for them. But we're looking at a developing squall line, eventually heading into an MC, eventually heading maybe towards a bow echo, with the threat of maybe even hurricane force wind gust and some embedded tornadoes here. All right, so the tornado warning to the north there just expired. I don't know if they're going to continue with this one or not either. A got changed. St. Clair County in Chicago, you got a long way to go before this gets anywhere close to you. I think you're good. All right, 15? That's fine, man. There's nothing wrong with that. Well, actually, there's some activity to the south of you. I'll go ahead and take a look at that. You're south of Chicago. You're probably going to see a little bit of activity here. Yep, they just let that tornado warning expire. Appreciate it, man. Mainly just out here doing this because I enjoy it. Even though it has its ups and downs. Could be a couple storms over here that might make their way to Chicago, but for the most part, I think you're going to be pretty good. I'll mainly just expect some heavy rain, maybe some thunder and lightning. Worst case scenario, you might get a severe thunderstorm warning that does nothing as of right now. I have a hard time believing that you would end up seeing anything really significant tonight. Yeah, you're just going to mainly get some heavy rain here, and it's going to mainly be from this section of the storm right here, which is under severe limits. Man, my CPU is struggling. It's been struggling all stream. The main area to watch here is going to be over towards Nebraska for right now, and then eventually getting into northern Mississippi, and then eventually Iowa or Missouri. Wow, that was a fail. I knew that was going to happen at some point, but I tried. What, sleep outside if you want to? I mean, it's your decision to make, but I wouldn't recommend it. Definitely would not sleep outside if I were you. It's gonna be cold, wet, lightning, but I can't tell you what to do. I can advise you not to do it. Now, like I said, he can make his own decisions. If he wants to do that, that is solely on him, but we told him not to. As my mom always said, you can take a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. So if that decision is made, then so be it. Ah, Vince is still here. Thought Wyatt said he was done for the night. Man. A little presumptuous there.
A right to him, and I'm like, oh, I guarantee you, he's getting your left.
Oh, hey.
He's probably putting him in
Hey, we got him on stream for a bit.
trash.
Well, that'll be remembered. Still gonna have a hard time keeping people on stream here, it looks like. Because both my CPU and most likely the area that they're in.
You feel so uncomfortable because they like get right in your face and they give you no personal space. It's very odd behavior. I've got some stories about these HARP conspiracy theorists.
Oh, he's getting into conspiracy theories. Sounds like that's right up your. That might be right up your wheelhouse, contingents.
Might get some really nice.
Yeah, I think that's a big thing in a lot of the storm chasing community.
Yes, Rhonda. Man can control this.
Well, there he goes. We had him, then we lost him. No problem. No problem, AGOT. Yeah, I could hear him talking about it on stream before it started to buffer. Sounds like that might be right up your wheelhouse. I know you're into that kind of stuff. Lightning is increasing with this complex of storms here. In the next little bit, we'll probably start to see some more damaging winds come in. So far, we're still seeing mostly hail reports. 24 severe thunderstorm warnings right now. Still have large hail going on in South Dakota, too. Got 70-mile-per-hour winds over towards Hancock County, McDonough. So we'll go ahead and start to shift over towards that area now. It's interesting to see how many of these little fingers over here, those could turn into inflow notches and become a problem down the line here. And if this continues, we could be on the way to seeing this heading potentially towards areas like Springfield, Illinois here in a little bit. See how fast this is moving. It's only moving at 30. See how wide this area is actually. Yeah, my CPU is killing me tonight. Come on. Severe thunderstorm warning looks like it's about maybe 30 miles, maybe 40 miles across. If I could just get this thing to work. Yep, about 45 miles actually, I would say. There's quite a few towns over here. So Astoria is going to be there in the going to be in play within the next 20 minutes. Vader within the next 24 minutes. That's the we're just basically trying to look within a 30-minute time frame, but down the line here we could be seeing Springfield within the next hour or so, especially if this thing decides to pick up speed. All right. So we do have some 60-mile-per-hour reports with this as well. It's by Train Spotters. So they are out here. We just can't get them on stream, unfortunately. And this time we have 1-inch hail reports as well. It's another train spotter with 60 miles per hour. Nope, forgot that was on still. Your desk is gonna give you what? Cervical spine disease. Why? What, you need a new desk or something? Let's go back to the Omaha radar. Take a look at these other storms over here. Still seeing some really big hail from these. And some pretty strong wind reports as well. Oh, you're still at work? So I'm guessing the desk over there is not very comfortable. Go ahead and go into a loop here. Check out Vince's stream. All right, we're going back to it. All right, let's see if we can get his stream up again. In a dodgy area as far as getting service for those guys. The further out you get towards the Midwest, the less towers there are, from what I remember. Wonder if things have changed over the last few years. Yeah, I think it's just my CPU, honestly. Yeah, maybe that. I think it's partially that, and then also I'm in a bad service area for internet in general. But let's try that again. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Oh, wait. Here we go. Let me try and close any other windows out that I can here. That's the only one. But maybe that'll help. Oh, there we go. There's plenty of lightning. Dew points are surprisingly low. Yeah, I think it's not going to work on my end. Need a router or something. Need a router so I can connect to Ethernet directly on my end, because this is not working. Let's try one of these other guys here. Maybe I might have better luck.
But hey, I got tulips.
Alright,
Yeah,
maybe
you
I
did.
got him. I don't think I do, honestly. Nope. Let me try a thing real quick.